I'd now like to actually focus for a short time upon the endangered species in the waters here. You have a number of endangered species which could be impacted upon by the Oceanic Victor Proposal. The main one, of course, the southern right whale. The southern right whale, which has been the mainstay of economic activity and tourism here in the area for a long space of time. The southern right whale is an endangered species. As an endangered species, it is afforded certain protections. Those protections are there to enhance its ability to bounce back from the days of commercial whaling. At the moment, there are two distinct subpopulations of these animals. There is the southwestern population, which runs from Ceduna up around the Western Australian coast, as against the southeastern population from Ceduna across, which includes the Victor Harbour region. Those particular animals in the southeastern population are not in a state of recovery. The southwestern population is in a state of recovery at 7% as specified by Bannister and other scientists, but the southeastern population is not in a state of recovery. There is a conservation plan for the southern right whale that has been developed by government for the years 2011 to 2021, which is very, very forceful about not doing things which might impact upon that recovery. Some scientists believe it will take at least 100 years before the southern right whales actually do recover. This particular proposal can impact upon the southern right whales. It can impact upon the southern right whales through the sharks coming into the waters. It can also impact in other ways. For example, the loss of habitat through the seagrass, etc. But there is also a big issue in relation to anthropogenic noise. Anthropogenic noise is one of the greatest dangers to southern right whales, to all whales in actual point of fact, to all cetaceans. And that is because they use sound as we use our eyesight. They beam out their sound, collect it back and form three-dimensional images in their brain using sound alone. Now, if we are going to actually have sound generated in the water all the time by this proposal, that is going to impact upon the southern right whales and their calves in the nursery. Anthropogenic noise has been known about for a period of time since actually Rollin's studies in the Bay of Fundy. The studies there were going on where they were going out and scooping up whale poo and actually testing them for stress hormones. When 9/11 happened and shipping stopped, the stress levels moved down markedly. The amount of cortisol, etc. in the poo went right down. And so we know that animals are stressed by vessel noise. This particular proposal is going to generate noise all the time. Nowhere in Anthony Cheshire's report or anything else that we've been able to access have we seen any sound modelling to say what the sound impacts will be, how far they will travel and so on. Remembering that sound travels 5 times better in water than it does in air. So there is potential for sound impacts upon the southern right whales and also upon the migratory species that go through these waters, the dolphins. The dolphins are here 100% of the time. They live here. This is their patch. We have many photographs from our photographic identification work in this area of the animals actually mating in those waters, feeding in those waters and so on. So there is going to be a big impact upon them as a migratory species. Other endangered species could be impacted upon as well, and those other endangered species include Australian sea lions, long-nosed fur seals, osprey, white-bellied sea eagles. Any of these particular animals is on an endangered list, And as such, because they are endangered and likely to be impacted upon, or there is the potential for impact upon them from this proposal, there must be a referral to the EPBC. That is mandated by law under the Environmental Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act of 1999. That will be the place, if all other approvals are given, that this needs to go for a full referral so that any environmental impacts upon those endangered species can be looked at thoroughly.